So we're gonna talk about some of the movement things we did that we can either program in for like 1 day a week that we can slowly ramp up, and just some movements that you can work on getting more rhythmic and especially for you relaxing into a little bit more so there's not quite as much tension. So with the A skips is the first thing. That's kind of just, I would start with just marching, and then you're just adding tap. And we talked about getting kind of a whole foot contact opposed to being super toe-y. With some things you'd want to be super toe-y, but as far as just absorbing force up through the system, a nice full foot contact might be ideal for this. So and then we can ramp it up. We can start getting more, we can start getting off the ground quicker, and we can start going for height, distance, things like that. So something like that. In the email, I'm probably gonna only recommend maybe like a couple rounds of like 30 feet as our introductory with that. And then the B skip, same thing. I'm kind of here and I'm kicking out a leg as I'm tapping. So again, you can start with marching, it's dun dun, kick out. And you should kind of have this landing more like this, opposed to a real right underneath you. Okay, it's kind of awkward, kind of like a roquette, and then you're letting the arms swing as well. Okay, and then the third one with some really like bounding, for you especially, I would try to get really good and comfortable with dropping into it. So opposed to a bound where I'm really rigid, I would try to absorb more. So kind of here, down, down. Let some of those bends come into place and then catch yourself. And once you get really good at that, then you can start ramping up for distance and intensity with longer bounds, again, where you get off the ground quicker. We'll start with just 2 rounds of all those 30 feet. You could use it as a warm-up, and you can use it as a training tool, working on dealing with those loads through the system that are closer to something like running.